The Leonardo Tower in Johannesburg is here, standing at 234 meters tall. Now, of course, this 55 floors mixed-use property development is boasting so many things within inside.
The Nairobi skyline for me is one of the most beautiful in the world. You can see lots of different tall buildings that have come up probably in the last 15, 20 years.
Addis is being transformed so quickly is partly due to the fact that this is a city where, if anyone did have any concerns, they keep them to themselves.
If you thought Africa was all savannas and safaris, think again, because the new jungle is made of steel and glass. Welcome to the Skyline Showdown, where African cities are shooting for the clouds and gravity is officially losing the battle. Today, we're counting down the top 10 African cities with the most skyscrapers, where ambition meets architecture and the view from the top says, "We've arrived." So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll realize Africa's future isn't on the ground, it's above it. Number 10. Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Meet Abidjan, the Manhattan of West Africa. The city that decided, if we can't reach the stars, we'll at least block the sun. Its skyscraper fever started way back in the 1960s, and it hasn't looked down since. From the Plateau District, the beating financial heart, you can see towers slicing through the skyline like architectural machetes. The upcoming F Tower is set to stand 75 floors tall, making it one of the tallest in Africa. That's not just a building, that's a statement. Abidjan's skyline mixes business, government and residential towers like a cocktail of ambition. Shaken, not stirred. Sure, it may not rival Dubai yet, but it's definitely outpacing most of the continent. It's not just about height, it's about hustle, and Abidjan's got both. And if you think that's impressive, wait till you see a city that literally rose from the ashes of war, and then used oil money to build itself into a skyline superstar. Number 9. Luanda, Angola. Welcome to Luanda, the comeback kid of Africa. This city went from conflict to construction boom faster than you can say petrodollars. Fueled by Angola's oil wealth, Luanda decided it was time for a glow-up. And trust me, it didn't skip leg day. The IMO Business Tower, standing at 145 meters, is the city's top dog, and a symbol of what money and a vision can build when peace returns. Today, Luanda's skyline glimmers along the Atlantic coast, a visual reminder that you can rebuild, rebrand, and rise again. And the best part? The construction cranes haven't even left yet, meaning Luanda's skyline is still a work-in-progress masterpiece. But while Luanda's skyline shines like liquid gold, there's another coastal city making serious skyscraper waves, and this one's bringing East African energy to new heights. Number 8. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Now let's sail east to Dar es Salaam, where the skyline sparkles right off the Indian Ocean like a jewel in the sun. This city didn't just join the skyscraper race, it sprinted. Once known for its colonial charm, Dar has evolved into a glass and steel heavyweight with over 39 high-rises, each one reflecting Tanzania's economic confidence. At the top of the pack stands the PPF Tower, stretching 160 meters high with 37 floors of modern flair. It's like Dar es Salaam looked at the horizon and said, "Nah, too low." These skyscrapers cluster tightly in the central business district, forming a vertical corridor of ambition. And with more projects under construction, Dar is turning into a coastal skyline that can easily rival its global peers. If you thought East Africa was done flexing, oh no. The next city is where modern design meets ancient soul. Number 7. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Say hello to Addis Ababa, a city where tradition and transformation collide at high altitude. Literally. At over 2,300 meters above sea level, it's one of the highest capitals in the world. And yet, it still keeps building up. Addis has over 37 major high-rises, but one tower rules them all. The Commercial Bank of Ethiopia headquarters, standing 209 meters tall. the tallest building in East Africa. It's not just a bank, it's a skyscraper with savings goals. Addis Ababa's skyline blends shimmering glass facades with a backdrop of rolling hills and cultural landmarks. It's the kind of place where you could sip Ethiopian coffee while gazing at a skyline that literally didn't exist 15 years ago. This city isn't just catching up, it's climbing fast. But if Addis Ababa is where the highlands reach the heavens, then Cairo is where the desert meets the future. Number 6. Cairo, Egypt. Welcome to Cairo, where history towers as high as the buildings themselves. Home to the pyramids, yes, but also to one of the boldest modern skylines in Africa. Cairo decided that sand dunes were nice, but skyscrapers were better. With over 140 high-rise buildings, Cairo's skyline is an architectural mixtape. Old-world elegance meets futuristic ambition. And then there's the crown jewel, the iconic tower in Egypt's new administrative capital, a colossal 393.8-meter, 77-floor masterpiece that now holds the title of Africa's tallest building. From downtown Cairo to Giza to the futuristic new capital, this city's skyline tells a story, one that starts with the pharaohs and ends with glass giants kissing the clouds. Egypt didn't just preserve its past, it built a vertical future right next to it. And if you think Cairo's skyline is monumental, wait till you see what happens when coastal cool meets South African style. Number 5. Durban, South Africa. Let's head down to the coastline of Durban, where the Indian Ocean breeze meets a skyline that's quietly flexing. Durban might not scream metropolis, but trust me, it's got range. The city's high-rises stretch like a row of watchtowers, keeping an eye on the sea, mixing business, leisure, and beach vibes all in one frame. The Pearl of Umhlanga, standing 152 meters tall with 31 floors, currently reigns as the tallest in the city. Picture it, sun shining, waves crashing, and a glass tower reflecting it all like it owns the horizon. Durban's skyline might not be the biggest, but it's one of the most scenic. Think of it as the coastal cousin who doesn't brag, but still pulls up to the reunion in a sleek convertible. Durban proves that you don't need hundreds of towers to make an impression, just the right few in the perfect place. Next, we're going from beachy elegance to mountain majesty, where skyscrapers and scenery go hand in hand like skyline soulmates. Number 4. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, the city that somehow makes every skyline look like a screensaver. With Table Mountain standing guard and the Atlantic Ocean glistening below, Cape Town didn't need skyscrapers to be beautiful, but it built them anyway. Here, modern architecture meets natural wonder. The city's tallest gem, Portside Tower, rises 139 meters with 32 floors, dominating the central business district. Surrounded by slick residential and commercial towers, Cape Town's skyline strikes a balance between sophistication and serenity. It's one of those rare cities where you can hike a mountain, grab lunch by the ocean, and still be back in time for a meeting in a high-rise, all before sunset. Not bad for a legislative capital, huh? But beauty aside, the next city is where ambition doesn't just rise, it explodes. Because this one's not just building tall, it's building a new world. Number 3. Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome to Lagos, the city that doesn't sleep, slow down, or stay small. This is West Africa's megacity, bold, booming, and always building something new. Lagos boasts over 126 high-rise buildings, a skyline so packed it could make Manhattan blink twice. The city's vertical evolution centers around its central business district and the futuristic Eco-Atlantic City, a mega project literally rising from reclaimed land off the coast. Lagos isn't just expanding, it's creating land to expand on. That's next-level confidence. Among its icons stands the Nicom House, at 160 meters with 32 floors, the tallest building in Nigeria. It's a telecommunications tower that's been watching the skyline evolve since the 70s, a true OG in a city full of new players. From mirrored glass offices to luxury apartments and sky-high hotels, Lagos's skyline is a visual anthem of ambition. This is where hustle meets horizon, and neither one ever stops. Now, Lagos might be wild and unstoppable, but the next city took Skyline and made it a statement of national pride. Number 2, Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome to Nairobi, where Africa's Silicon Savannah is trading code for concrete. This city doesn't just build skyscrapers, it builds confidence. Nairobi's skyline looks like it was designed by someone who thought, why not mix Silicon Valley with Manhattan and sprinkle in a bit of safari energy? The capital is home to more than 18 buildings, taller than 80 meters, and it's still adding more every year. But the undisputed king of the skyline is the Britam Tower, a shimmering glass sphere standing 200 meters tall with 31 floors. It's the tallest building in Kenya and one of East Africa's most recognizable silhouettes. Nairobi's high-rises cluster in Upper Hill and the Central Business District, housing banks, embassies, tech firms, and luxury apartments. It's the financial nerve center of East Africa, where business suits meet innovation hubs and skyscrapers stretch like data cables toward the sky. Nairobi isn't just growing up, it's scaling up. And the skyline is proof that Africa's digital revolution now has an architectural one to match. And if Nairobi feels like the future, wait till you meet the African city that's been setting the pace for everyone else since day one. Number 1, Johannesburg, South Africa, and finally, the heavyweight champion of African skylines, Johannesburg. The city that invented hustle before hustle culture was even a thing. Joburg's skyline is the continent's OG, a mix of 1970s swagger and 21st century shine. With over 100 high-rise structures, mostly clustered in Sandton and the Central Business District, Johannesburg looks like ambition carved in steel and glass. The crown jewel, the Leonardo, standing 234 meters tall with 56 floors, South Africa's tallest building and one of the tallest in all of Africa. It's so tall, you could almost see tomorrow from up there. The city's towers host financial giants, luxury residences, hotels, and rooftop bars where billion-dollar deals meet billion-dollar views. Johannesburg isn't just a skyline, it's a legacy. Every building tells a story of ambition, resilience, and reinvention. From apartheid's shadows to modern economic powerhouses, this city has been rising, literally, for decades. So when it comes to African skylines, Joburg doesn't just hold the crown, it built the throne. From Abidjan's economic pulse to Nairobi's innovation rush and Joburg's timeless dominance, Africa's skylines are rewriting the continent's story, one tower at a time. Each city on this list isn't just building up, it's leveling up, proving that progress isn't just horizontal anymore, it's vertical. So, the next time someone talks about rising African cities, just show them a skyline, because the view says it all. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk about Africa's future, we look up to it.